Hello students, welcome to my maths class once again. Today I shall start exercise 14b. In the last class we have finished exercise 14a. So today I am going to start exercise 14b. Okay, so open your book and see the question number 1. Draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Mark a point P on AB such that AP equals to 4.5 centimeter. Draw a ray perpendicular to AB at P. Number 1, we have to draw with set square. Okay. Number 2, using compass. Okay. So that is called what? Set square. Okay. There is another set square is also there. You can draw with that one also, which is in triangular shape. Okay. So first we have to draw with set square. Second, we have to draw with the compass. We have to draw with the what? Compass, isn't it? So first with the set square, it's very much easy. You see how to draw. First, draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Okay. So first, draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Okay. Okay. I have taken AB equals to 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter. Okay. AB equals to 8 centimeter. That is given. Now the next question is given what? Mark a point P on AB. That means on AB I have to mark a point P such that AP equals to 4.5. Okay. That means such that AP equals to, that means from A I will take the measurement 4.5 and I will intersect AB at point P. That means, so you do it your home with the scale and compass. I have taken from my scale, for that reason it is a bit small. Okay. AB such that AP equals to 4.5. Okay. So again you place your scale at the line segment AB. Okay. Then you take 4.5. Okay. My figures may not come exact, but whenever you draw at your home with the scale and compass, it will come accurate. Suppose this point is what? This point is P and it is of 4.5 centimeter. Okay. 4.5 centimeter. Okay. Okay. Draw a ray perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular means what? Which makes 90 degree, like this. That means this angle 90 degree, this angle 90 degree, this angle 90 degree, this angle 90 degree. So on AB I have to draw a perpendicular. Okay. I have to draw a perpendicular. Okay. Perpendicular may be on upper side, may be on lower side also, no problem. But I have to draw the perpendicular. Okay. So first draw a ray perpendicular to AB at P. That means the perpendicular line should be, or the perpendicular line should pass through P, isn't it? Okay. So first one you see, number 1, using set square. To take the set square, okay, like this, you take the set square and from A you just slide the set square to the point P, okay, and be sure that the line segment on the line segment AB the set square is placed, okay. After that you just slide the set square, okay, to the point P, then you draw a line, okay. So that is perpendicular. So that is perpendicular to P, and it is using what? And it is using set square, okay. So the first answer is finished, okay. Using set square I have drawn which passes through P, and you can give a symbol like here 90 degree, okay. So AB, draw a perpendicular to AB at P. So perpendicular to AB at P I have already drawn using set square, okay. Now you write the step of construction how you have drawn, okay. Okay. So write this very easy. Write steps of construction. Okay. Write number one. Number one, right? Okay. If I draw a bit bigger, then it will be like this. Okay. Suppose this is what? 8 centimeter. Okay. 8 centimeter. Okay. And up to this point, it is what? 4.5 centimeter. That means AB is 8 centimeter, AP 4.5 centimeter. Okay. And from there, you just take your set square. I am showing again. You just place your set square here and draw a line. Okay, like this, and this will be what? Perpendicular. This figure is according to my scale. So for that reason, it may be small. But how to draw? First you draw a line segment AB. After that you take 4.5 and cut AB at point P. After that you slide your set square to the point P, and after that you draw a line with this. That will be perpendicular. Okay. Now write the steps of construction. How we have drawn. Right. Take a line segment. Take a line segment. What? AB. AB equals to what? 8 centimeter. Take a line segment AB equals to what? 8 centimeter. Okay. After that, number 2 step, what you have done? Again take AP equals to 4.5 centimeter. AP equals to 4.5 centimeter. Again take AP equals to 4.5 centimeter and mark the point P. Mark the point P. That means if first you take AB equals to 8 centimeter, after that you take AP. That means AP equals to 4.5, and where the 4.5 finished, you mark the point P. Okay. Here you mark the point P. After that take the set square and start sliding, start, take the set square and start sliding from A to P. Start sliding from A to P. Okay, that means take the set square and slides the set square up to P. Take the set square and start sliding from A to P. Number 4. Now draw a vertical line segment. Draw a vertical line segment through P. Number 5, write. After that you write number 5 here. Okay, there is no space, I am writing here. Okay, after that write number 5. Thus we have perpendicular. Thus we have a ray perpendicular to AB. Thus we have a ray, that means a line segment, you can say like this. Thus we have a ray perpendicular DICU perpendicular to AB at P. Okay, these are the construction. Okay, so you just see again. First you take a line segment AB. After that you take AP equals to 4.5 centimeter and mark point P. Okay, for that reason I have written take a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Again take AP equals to 4.5 centimeter and mark the point P like this. Okay, number 3, take the set square and start sliding from A to P. You start sliding from A to P up to P. When you go to or when you reach P, okay, at that time A to P. Number 4, now draw a vertical line, that means vertical line segment through P, that means through P. Okay, that means which intersect P. Number 5, thus we have a ray perpendicular to AB at P, that means perpendicular AB at P. That is the construction. I hope that you have understood. Now the second question is using compass. That means using compass I have to draw again this. Earlier it was with set square, now with the compass. So let's see how to draw the compass. Okay, okay, so first to take FB equals to what? Okay, by hand I am drawing. Okay, suppose for this scale this line is the AB. Okay, which is 8 centimeter. Okay, but you draw accurately. Okay, I have just taken. Okay, and suppose this point is 4.5. okay, so AB we have taken what? 8 centimeter, and AP what? 4.5. okay, now we have to draw perpendicular at P. Okay, now take the compass. Okay, now take the compass. Okay, now take the compass and take a suitable radius, whatever you want, and place the compass needle at P and take a suitable radius. Okay, and take a suitable radius and cut the left side and the right side with the same radius. Okay, with the same radius. Okay, again without changing the radius, don't change the radius or the distance between the pencil and the compass needle. Again place, okay, and you mark these two as suppose x and y, x and y. That means first of all I have taken AB equals to 8 centimeter. After that I marked AP equals to 4.5 centimeter. After that, placing the compass needle at P, I drawn two arcs which intersect the line AB at x and y. Now again placing at x, suppose here it is not matching. Okay, after that you take what to say from x and y, you take more than half distance of x and y. Suppose this is x and y point, this is x and y point. Okay, now you change the radius. Okay, first you have drawn with the same radius on the right side and on the also left on the left side and on the also right side. Okay, now you take a distance which is more than the half of x and y. That means this is the x and y, this is the distance between x and y, so you take more than half of them. That means suppose if I take here, then it will be what, half of this. Okay, half of this. Okay, so you take more than half of this. Okay, and place the compass needle at x and draw a line segment like this. Okay, and again without changing the radius, draw another line segment here. Okay, you can see this intersect here. Okay, so now take a ruler and meet the intersected line. Suppose you give the intersected point at like this G. Now you joint G and P. You get what? You will get 90 degree. Okay, here it has intersected. Okay, so that is the process. Okay, again I am showing how to construct with compass. You see, first you take AB equals to 8 centimeter. Okay, after that you take AP equals to 4.5 centimeter. Okay, after that you place your compass here at P, at point P. You place the compass at point P. Okay, after that you take a suitable radius. Okay, after that you take a suitable radius from there. Okay, and cut the line segment AB as x and y. That means you take a suitable radius and cut first left side, again right side with the compass. Okay, without changing the radius. Okay, or without changing the distance between the needle and the pencil. Okay, so after drawing or after intersecting this, you give point x and y. Okay, now after that you take a radius or a distance which is more than half of xy. That means suppose this distance is xy. Okay, then you have to, suppose this is xy. Okay, then you have to take a distance that is the half, okay, then you have to take, always you have to take the distance more than half of xy, that means here like this, okay, that means you have to take more than the half of xy, okay. If you take full, then it will be wrong. That means the distance should cross the half portion, okay. After half portion you can take anywhere, okay, but don't touch the last portion, okay. So that is from x I have taken a suitable distance which is more than half of x, okay, half of xy. After that you place your compass needle here, okay. Again you, without changing the, okay, what are from x, with what radius you have drawn a arc, with the same radius you place your compass needle here and draw an arc, and that two arcs will intersect at G, okay. Now we get G and P, we will get the perpendicular, okay. Now write the steps of construction, okay. So write number 1 steps of construction. Right, number 1, draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeters. Draw a line segment. Draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Okay. Draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Okay. After that, take a point. Draw a line segment AB equals to 8 centimeter. Mark a point. Okay. Number 2, write. Take a point P on the line segment AB such that means what? AB equals to what? Equals to 4.5 centimeter. Okay. That means after that I have to take a point P on the line segment AB. That means on the line segment AB such that AP equals to 4.5. That means from A to P that the distance will be 4.5. Okay. Now write. Adjust your compass. Adjust your compass to a suitable radius or span, you can write. To a suitable span, that means a suitable gap or a radius. Adjust your compass to a suitable span and place the compass at or on point P. Point P. That means after taking a suitable radius, you place your compass at point P, on point P. That means you have to place the compass on point P. Okay, on point P, and draw two arcs, arcs, that means plural, two arcs on each side of the point P. That means placing the compass at P, you draw two arcs. One is on the left side, another is on the right side. So for that reason, adjust your compass to a suitable span and place the compass on the point P and draw two arcs. That means one arc on the left and another on the right. Draw two arcs on each side of the point. That means each side of the point P which intersect the line segment what? Line segment AB at what? Which intersect the line segment AB at X and Y. At X and Y. At X and Y what? Respectively. Okay. After that, step 3 is finished. Now step 4. Okay. Step 4 you see. After that, just we have drawn two arcs which intersect AB at X and Y. After that, from X, I have to take what? More than half distance. Okay. Okay. Take a measurement that is little greater than the distance between X and Y. Take a measurement that is little greater that means from X take a measurement that is little greater than the distance between X and Y. That means whatever the distance of X and Y, we should take what? A little greater. Take a measurement that is a little greater than the distance between. Sorry, that is wrong. That means you have to take more than half. Take a measurement that is. Take a measurement that is more than the half of the distance between X and Y. That is correct. Okay, that means we have to take a measurement, okay, that is more than the half of X and Y. That means we have to take the distance more than half of X and Y. That means suppose if XY, then if it is half, then you have to take the distance like this more than the half. That means here suppose more than the half of distance X and Y. Okay. Okay. After that what? Step 5. Now we have to draw arc. Okay. Right. Place the compass with the now what to do? After that you don't change the radius. Okay. Take a measurement that is more than the half of the distance between X and Y. Okay. Right. With that measurement, that means whatever you have taken more than half, with that measurement, okay, with that measurement, with that measurement draw an arc taking the center as x. That means you have to take the, or you have to place the compass needle at x and draw an arc. Okay, with that measurement draw an arc taking the center as x. Okay, and again with same measurement draw another arc placing the another arc taking center draw an arc taking the center as, okay, taking the center as x, and again with the same measurement draw another arc taking the center as y. Okay, taking the center as y. Okay, which intersect where the, okay, center as y, where the two arcs, you write, that will be nice, where the two arcs intersect at point G. Okay, number 5. Now write number 6. Number 6 you write. Now join G and P with a line segment. That means now you have to join G and P with a line segment. Okay, number 7, thus we have a ray perpendicular, perpendicular perpendicular to AB at P, at point P. Okay, at P. So this was the construction. I have written all the steps how we have done. You can write from your own also, no problem. How we have done, or how we have drawn the diagram, you have to write the steps. With what steps you have drawn, you have to write the steps, or you have to just translate it into English like this. Okay, I have translated from my own. You can translate also, no problem. Whatever you like you can do. Okay, so these are the steps of construction. Now come to question number 2. Okay, you see question number 2. You see question number 2. Draw any line segment PQ. That means we have to draw any line segment PQ and take a point M on it. That means on the line PQ or on the line segment PQ, I have to take a point M. Okay, on it using set square. Again, using set square. Construct a perpendicular MN on it. Again, using set square, I have to construct a perpendicular MN on it. Check using a protractor whether PMN equals to 90 degree. That means after constructing with the help of set square, okay, after that we have to check by the protractor, that is whether this PMN equals to 90 degree come on or not. If comes, then it is correct. Okay, so see how to draw. It's very easy to draw the set square. Now come to question number 2. Okay, question number 2, you see, for example, I'm taking draw a line segment PQ. That means with any measurement you draw a line segment PQ. Okay, draw a line segment PQ here. Okay, suppose I have taken a line segment PQ. Okay, this is PQ. Okay, now take a point M on it. Okay, suppose I have taken a point here, taken a point M. Okay, suppose I have taken a point M, that is M. Okay, take a point M on it, that means on the line PQ. Okay, using set square, construct a perpendicular MN. So as like question number 1, Roman 1, you just take this one, okay, set square, and slides from the point P to M like this. Okay, in place here. Okay, and draw the perpendicular line. Okay, that is perpendicular. Okay, suppose this is O. This is what? O. And this was the line PQ. Okay, take a point N here. Okay, and you mark it N. Draw a line segment PQ and take a point okay, draw a line PQ and take a point M on it. Using set square, construct a perpendicular MN. Construct a perpendicular MN. Okay, that means I have to construct a perpendicular MN, not on this. You take a point here. Okay, suppose this is N. Okay, so with set square I have drawn PQ perpendicular, MN or MN perpendicular, PQ. Okay. Now using protractor I have to check. Now we have constructed perpendicular MN on it, perpendicular MN on PQ. Now place your protractor. You see a line will be like this. Okay, a vertical line will be there, and if you see the line, then on the top position you will see 90 degree. Okay, you match this line with the point M. Okay, that means you place the here, this is a red, what to say, indicator. So you place the red indicator here, and in your protractor you will find a 90 degree line is drawn. You place the 90 degree line and check and place the point at M and check. You see it's make 90 degree. Okay, it's make 90 degree. That means if I join this one, then I'll get 90 degree. So I can say that PMN equals to what? 90 degree. Okay, PMN equals to what? 90 degree. Check by using a protractor whether PMN equals to 90 degree. So we have already checked that it makes an angle 90 degree. That means PMN equals to what? 90 degree. Okay, it's finished. Now write the step of construction, how we have drawn. Okay, so you can write from your own also. Steps of construction. Step of construction. Okay, number one, you see, first you take a line segment. Take a line segment with any measurement. Take a line segment PQ with any measurement. Okay, that means we just take a line segment PQ with any measurement. After that, number two, the question is saying take a point M on it. Okay, after that you take a point on the line. Take any point. Okay, take a point on the line segment. Take a point M. Okay, take a point M. Take a point M on the line segment PQ. Okay, on the line segment PQ. Number three, not using right. Take the set square and slide the set square from P to M. From P to M. That means from there I have to slide up to M. Okay, full stop. M. Number four. Now draw a line segment. MN. Draw a line segment what? MN, which is draw a line segment MN which is perpendicular to AB. Draw a line segment MN. Okay, we have drawn a line segment MN, and which is perpendicular to PQ, which is perpendicular line PQ. Okay, up to this we have done. Now the third step, check by using a protractor whether PMN equals to 90 degree. Okay, that means we have checked. So write number 5, write place the protractor, yes, place the protractor at the point M and measure the angle. Okay, write number 6. Thus we have angle PM and equals to 90 degree. Answer. So that was the construction. Now come to question number 3. Okay, draw a line LM. That means we have to draw a line LM and take a point P not lying on it. That means we have to take a point P outside the line segment LM. Before that, we have taken point on the line or on the line segment like P, like M. Just you see, I've taken on the line segment. Now in this question, we have to take a point which is not on the line segment, which is not lying on the line segment PQ. That means outside the line segment PQ. Okay, draw a line segment LM and take a point not lying on it using set square. Construct a perpendicular from P to the line LM. Now again using set square, I have to draw a line which is perpendicular to LM. So it's very easy. You take a point here, okay, from that you measure with LM, you draw a line, then it will be what? Perpendicular to LM. Okay, so write okay. First you draw a line LM. That means first you draw a line LM with any measurement, as like earlier. Draw a line LM with any measurement. Okay, this is L, this is M. Okay, now take a point not lying on LM. Take a point what? P. Take a point P not lying on LM. Suppose here I have taken a point, okay, P, which is not lying on LM. You can take here also, you can take here also, you can take here also, anywhere you can take. I have taken here. If you can take here also, no problem. That means you have to take the point in such a way that which doesn't fall on the line segment LM. Okay, so I have taken this one. Okay, now you see, now place your protractor like this. Now place your protractor like this. What to say? Set square. Okay, now place your set square like this. Match your set square like this. To match this portion of set square, you make sure that this portion of set square is on the line segment LM, and this portion which match with the point P. Okay, After that, you just draw a line like this. Okay, and you can say that this line is perpendicular to what? LM. Okay. So draw a line LM and take a point P not lying on it. Using set square, construct a perpendicular P to the line LM. That means construct a perpendicular P to the line LM. So we have drawn. Okay. So you can give a name like this, Q also, so that we can say PQ is perpendicular to LM. Okay. You can give any name. If you don't give also name, then also no problem. If you give name, then it will be better. So write steps of construction. This is question number 3. Question number 3. Steps of construction. Okay. Using set square, construct a perpendicular P to the line LM. Okay. Steps of construction you see. Right. Number 1. Take a line segment LM with any measurement. Take a line segment LM with any measurement. Okay. Number 2. Take a point P which is not lying on the line segment LM. That means this point. Okay. Number 3. Place your set square. Matching with the point P. That means you have to place your set square like this, matching with point P, and draw a straight line like this. For that reason I have written place your set square matching with point P like this and draw a line. Matching with point P and draw a line PQ. Draw a line PQ. Draw a line from P. Okay, don't write Q, don't give Q. Okay, no need, because it is not given in your question. Okay, draw a line from P. Draw a line from P which touches the line segment LM perpendicularly. Okay, we have drawn. After drawing, we saw that this line touches the LM line segment perpendicularly. Full stop. Now we have got the answer. Okay, now write the answer. Construct a perpendicular from P to the line LM. So write 3, 4, right? thus we have constructed a line, construct a perpendicular from P to the line LM. Thus we have constructed a perpendicular line. Thus we have constructed a perpendicular line from P to the line LM. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, now come to question number 4. Question number 4, you see, using your protractor, draw BAC of measure 50 degree. That means using protractor I have to draw angle BAC measuring of 50 degree, having measurement 50 degree. The figure shown here is for guidance. That means one figure is there, you see, we have to draw like this. In AC, that means in the line segment AC, take a point P. That means in the line segment AC, I have to take, or we have to take the point what? P, such that AP equals to 4.5 centimeter. That means from A to P, the distance will be what? 4.5 centimeter. From P, draw a line segment perpendicular to AB. That means from P, I have to draw a line segment which will be perpendicular to AB. That means we have to draw a perpendicular line from point P. Okay, which is perpendicular to AB. That means you have to draw a perpendicular line from point P which is perpendicular to AB. Okay, so you see how to draw. First, take your protractor, okay, and draw an angle measuring 50 degree. Okay, that means this is your first. You take your ruler. Okay, so first you take your ruler. Okay, and draw a line. Okay, draw a line segment. It is given, draw a line segment, and this should be what? AC. Suppose it is A and it is C. Okay, after that you have to draw an angle of what? 50 degree. Okay, then you place the compass at point A. Okay, suppose this is at point A, and this 180 degree, that is 0 or 180 degree with the line segment AC. You match this line like this. That should be coincide and point A. Then you see 50 degrees there. Okay, so you mark this one like this. You see 50 degrees there, so you mark this one. After that, you joint with the ruler. After that, you joint with the ruler this angle. Like this, you joint. Okay, we joint with this ruler. Then this angle BAC, this angle will be what? 50 degree. Okay, 50 degree. Okay. After that, in AC, take a point P such that F equals to 4.5. That means in AC, that means in the line segment AC, I have to take a point P, which is, that means F equals to 4.5. That means from A to P, the distance will be what? 4.5. From A to P, the distance will be 4.5. I have to take a point P on the line segment AC, which will be or F equals to 4.5 centimeter. Okay. So from the scale, you take the measurement. Okay. You place the scale and take 4.5 centimeter. Okay. Suppose for my scale, this is 4.5 centimeter. Okay. This is 4.5 centimeter. Okay. 4.5 centimeter. You draw accurately with your this ruler. Okay. And protractor. My diagram may not be accurate, but the system or the steps are same. I am showing the steps like this, the figure will come. Okay. But you draw at your copy accurately, in your copy accurately. Okay. So from there, now you place your compass. Okay. Now you place your compass at point P. Okay. And cut this line AB. Okay. At P and cut this line. Okay. Okay. From point P, you extend this line. Okay. I'd be here. Okay. So you see, from taking what to say center as P, I have drawn an arc which intersect the line AB at point right X and Y, at point X and here Y. Okay. Now without changing the distance between the needle of the compass and the pencil, that means with the same radius, you place your compass here. Okay. Now draw an arc. Okay. Then you place your compass here. First you draw an arc. Actually these are not accurate. Okay. Just for steps I am showing. It may not match. Isn't it like this? It will what to say, these two arcs from X and Y, if you draw with the same radius, then they will intersect at point. Okay. And you give this point at what? Suppose G. Okay. Now you joint this G and P, that will be perpendicular to AB. Okay. My diagram may not be accurate because I cannot take the measurement accurately with these instruments from the board. Okay. But if you draw in your copy with the geometrical instrument, then it will come exactly. Okay. So you joint this one. Okay, somehow I have drawn. Now we can see. Okay, now you can see this angle is what? 90 degree. So we can say that this line is what? This line is perpendicular to what? AB. Not perpendicular to AC, but perpendicular to AB. You see here the measure of 90 degree. The measure of this angle is 90 degree. You can check by placing the protector also. You check here, you see it is making 90 degree. Okay, so now we are confirm. Okay, now you write the steps of construction, how we have constructed. In the question it is given, in AC take a point P. From AC I have taken a point P, okay, such that AP equals to 4.5. That means this distance is 4.5. From P draw a line segment perpendicular to AB. That means from P I have to draw a line segment which will be perpendicular to AB, not AC. So this line is perpendicular to AB. We have measured with what? Protractor also. Okay, now you write the steps of construction. Okay, once again I am saying how we have drawn. You see, first you take a measurement like this, okay, and give the name AC. Take any measurement and give the name AC. After that, from A to P you take the measurement 4.5. Okay, after that you draw an angle BAC equals to 50 degree by using your protector. Okay, how I have shown, using your protector. After that you from point P you draw an arc which cuts the line segment AB at point X and Y. Okay, and without changing the gap, okay, you place your compass at X and draw an arc. Again you place your compass at Y and draw another arc, and that will intersect at point G. And if you join G and P, then you will get the perpendicular line which is perpendicular to AB. So these are the steps of construction. Okay, now let us write the steps of construction. So write steps of construction. Okay, write number 1 steps of construction. Okay, take a line segment. Take a line segment what? AC with any measurement. With any measurement. Okay, with any measurement. Number 2, place your place the protector. Place the protector at point A and draw an angle of measurement. Draw an angle measuring 50 degree. Draw an angle BAC. Draw an angle BAC. Draw an angle BAC equals to what? 50 degree. Place the protector at point A and draw an angle BAC equals to 50 degree. Okay. Okay. Number 3. Now take AP equals to 4.5 centimeter and mark P and mark point P on the line segment AC, on the line segment AC. Okay, after that you take AP equals to 4.5 and mark point P. Okay, AP, that means after marking point P on and mark point P on the line segment AC. Okay, after marking the point P, from P you take a radius. Okay, so write step number 4. Okay, okay, right, placing the compass, placing the compass at point P, draw an arc, which intersect or cut, you can write intersect and cut, these are same meanings. Intersect, which intersect the right, which cut, it will be easier for you to write, which cuts the line segment what, AB, which cuts the line segment AB, which cuts the line segment AB at point what, X and Y, at point X and Y. Okay, right, number 5, and take a point, draw an arc. Okay, without changing the distance between the compass needle and pencil, draw another two arcs, ARCS. Though draw another two arcs from the point X and Y. That means without changing the radius, you draw another two arcs, another two arcs, placing the compass at X and Y. That means for that reason, without changing the distance between the compass and the needle, compass needle and pencil, draw another two arcs from point X and Y, which intersects at point G. Okay, at point G. Now write steps number 6. Okay, at point G. Six. Now join G and P. Join point G and P with the help of ruler. With the help of ruler. Now join G and P with the help of ruler. Okay, with the help of ruler. If you join, then you will get number 7. Thus we have GP, or write according to question 4.5. From P draw a line segment perpendicular to from P perpendicular to AB. Thus we have a line segment. Thus we have a line segment. Thus we have a line segment which is, thus we have a line segment from P, okay, from P, which is perpendicular to AV. Okay, these are the required construction. Okay, now come to question number 5. Draw a line segment AB. Draw a line segment AB of length 6.5. Okay, at each end of the line segment AB, draw a line perpendicular to the line AV. That means draw a line perpendicular to the line AV. Are these two lines parallel? That means we have to draw two perpendicular lines at the end of the line segment A and B. Okay, then after that we have to see, or we have to measure that whether these two are perpendicular or not. Okay, so you see, first you draw a line segment AB, of length 6.5. okay, suppose this is a line segment. Okay, suppose I have taken a line segment. Okay, and I don't know the measure of this line segment. From this line segment you mark 4.5. okay, suppose 1 2 3 like this. Okay, suppose this distance is what, 4.5. okay, I have taken a line segment without any measurement. From that I have taken the measurement. From this line I have taken the measurement AB equal to 4.5 centimeter. Okay, not 4.5, 6.5. I will tell 6.5. Okay, 6.5. Okay, and now we have to draw what? That need to not be 6.5. Okay, I need to draw a bit more. Okay, you take a measurement of 6.5 and B what? B 6.5. Okay, and from there we have to draw what? Perpendicular line at A and at B also. From this we have to draw the perpendicular line. Okay, this I have taken what? 6.5. Okay, now what to do? You just take a measurement. Okay, take a measurement or take a radius and cut the line like this. Without changing the radius, as I shown earlier, like this you cut two lines. Okay, you cut 2 points and mark them as x and this one as y. Okay, then as like earlier, take the distance more than half of x and y, more than half of x and y. That means more than half of x and y I have to take the distance. Now you change the position of the compass needle and the pencil and place your compass at x and take more than half. Okay, just more than half of the distance x and y and place the compass needle at x and draw an arc like this. Okay, okay, like this. So you will get the perpendicular line which is perpendicular to AB. Now you join with the ruler, then you get the perpendicular line. Okay, which is perpendicular to AB. The question, in the question it is said that we have to draw a line segment AB and at the each end of A and B we have to draw perpendicular line. So at A I have already drawn. So like these steps, as like A we have to draw at B. Okay, so first you take the compass and place the compass here. Okay, and take a suitable radius and cut these two lines. Okay, like this you cut these two lines and mark them as PQ. Okay, mark them as P and Q. Okay, now take more than half of the distance PQ. That means from P you take more than half of the distance between them. Okay, now place your compass here and draw arc. Okay, like this, and from P also you draw arc like this. Okay, I cannot draw this accurately. You draw with your compass, it will come accurate. Okay, now you join. You got two perpendicular lines, one at point A, one at point B. Okay, that means what? That means from the figure you can see that these two lines never meet. Okay, if these two lines never meet, then we can say that these two lines are what? Parallel lines. Okay, and in the question it is given that are these two lines parallel? It is given in the question. So from the figure you can see that these two lines never intersect and the distance between the two lines are same. That means the gap between the two lines are same, and that will go like this and never meet each other. So we can say that these two lines are what? Parallel lines. Okay, now we have to write the construction. Okay, so write the construction. Question number 5. Okay, steps of construction. Steps of construction. Okay, steps of construction. Now you see, first write number 1. Take a line segment. Take a line segment with any measurement. With any measurement. Okay, that means we have to take a line segment with any measurement. From this measurement we have to find, or we have to select a V. Okay, number 2, right, from this line segment, take AB equals to 6.5 centimeter. Okay, as like earlier, from this line segment take AB equals to 6.5. that means from this line segment you take measurement from A to B, you take the distance 6.5 centimeter. Okay, number 3, now come to point A. Right, place the compass at point A. Okay, place the compass at point A. And take a suitable measurement and draw two arcs. That means you place the compass needle here and take a suitable measurement and draw two arcs on each side of the point A, and draw two arcs on each side of point A. Okay, draw two, you write equal arcs. That means these two arcs will be equal. Okay, and draw two equal arcs on each side of point A. Which intersect at X and Y. Okay, that means the two arcs intersect at X and Y. Okay, at X and Y. These are not visible because I have put this compass. So for that reason, these are not visible, isn't it? Okay. Of this point, at which of point A which intersect at X and Y. Okay. Now write number 4. Right. Taking the measurement more than the half of the distance between X and Y. That means from X and Y I have to take a distance just more than half of what? More than half of X and Y. Okay. So taking the measurement more than half of the distance between X and Y. Okay. X and Y. Draw two arcs. Draw two equal arcs. That means from X you draw a arc, and with this measurement you draw another arc. So for that reason, draw two equal arcs. Draw two equal arcs. ARCS, arcs from the point X and Y, which intersect at point you give a name like G and here H. Okay. At point G. Okay. Number 5. Now join G and A. Now join G and A with the ruler. Okay. Now we'll get the perpendicular line. Number 6. Thus we have drawn a perpendicular line. Thus we have drawn a perpendicular line at point what? A. Okay. Now for B, these steps are similar. Okay. Just we have to change P and Q. Okay. So no need of writing again. You just write similarly. Right. Similarly. No need of repeating the step same, because whatever we have done at A, like this we have done at B. So no need of repeating, the steps will become more. So write similarly. Draw another perpendicular at the point B. Okay, we write this one, then all the no need of writing all the steps, because we have written all the steps. Whatever we have done at A, we have done at B also. So no need of writing again. So write number 7. Similarly, draw another perpendicular at the point B. Okay. So you now come to the question. Draw a line segment AB of length 6.5. We have done. At each end of the line segment AB, draw a line perpendicular to line AB. That means draw a line perpendicular to line AB. We have drawn. Are these two lines perpendicular? Now write 7, 8. Yes, these two lines are these two lines are parallel. Yes, these two lines are parallel. Yes, these two lines are parallel because you see they will not intersect each other, and the gap between these two lines are what? Same. Okay, so we can say that they are parallel. So that is the construction steps and the answer of question number 5. Now come to question number 6. Draw a circle of diameter 7 centimeter. Okay, draw another diameter perpendicular to the first diameter. That means first of all we have to draw a circle of diameter 7 centimeter. That means with the diameter 7 centimeter we have to draw what? A circle. Okay, after that we have to draw another diameter perpendicular to the first diameter. Okay, what figure is obtained? What figure is formed by joining the ends of this diameter? After drawing the two diameters of the circle, okay, then I have to join the ends of the diameter, and after joining the ends a figure will be formed. So which figure is formed? I have to name the figure. Okay, so you see how to draw. And this is the last question of this exercise 14B. Okay, so to draw a circle with the diameter 7 centimeter, okay, what we have to, how much radius we have to take, isn't it? Because we used to draw a radius or we used to draw a circle with the help of radius. So we know what 2r, that means 2 radius equals to what? Diameter. Okay, that means radius equals to what? Diameter by 2. This is a formula. Okay, that means suppose this is a circle. Okay, this is the center, so this one will be radius. Okay, and this one also will be radius. So together you can say that this is a diameter. That means diameter can be what? A 2 radius. That means if I add a 2 radius, then I'll get what? Diameter. So from this I can write a formula: radius equals to diameter by 2. Okay, so first of all I need to take the radius to draw the circle, and with the help of radius I can draw a circle. So here what? Diameter is given what? 7 centimeter. That means I have to find the radius. So first you find diameter equals to what? 7 centimeter. So radius will be what? D by 2. That means diameter by 2. That means diameter what? 7. So 7 by 2. So divide 7 by 2, you will get the answer. 2 here 7. So you give 2 3 are 6. Okay, then 1 not going, so you put a point and take 1 0. Then 5 2 are what? 10. Okay, 5 2 are 10. That means diameter what? Radius will be what? 3.5. Okay, now with the help of the radius equals to 3.5, we shall draw a what? Circle, and that will be equal to the diameter 7 centimeter. And and if we draw the diameter of this circle with the radius 3.5, then we will get the diameter 7. Okay, Okay, now you take a radius from the scale. You take a radius, what, 3.5. Suppose for me this is 3.5. Okay, you take the radius from your compass. You take the radius 3.5 and draw a circle. Okay, actually we cannot draw, I cannot draw accurately with this compass. I am just showing you the steps. Okay, you see this is not matching, isn't it? Because I cannot draw this. Okay, somehow I have drawn, so I will adjust this one, but you draw at your copy, isn't it? Okay, somehow I have drawn, but this is not accurate, isn't it? Okay, so from this I have taken the center. Okay, you draw it your copy accurately, you will get the accurate measurement. Okay, and this measurement is what, 3.5 centimeter. So you draw the diameter like this. Okay, this is the center. Okay, so this will be 3.5 radius. Okay, and this will be 3.5 radius, and in together this will be 7 centimeter. Okay, because 7 centimeter in together it will be what, 7 centimeter. Okay, and we have to draw another diameter perpendicular to this. That means what, just we have learnt what is perpendicular. That means we have to draw like this, perpendicular to this. Okay, these pictures are not accurate, actually these diagrams are not accurate, somehow I have drawn. Okay, like this you draw perpendicularly, you draw which passes through the center, and you give a center like O, isn't it? Okay, draw a circle of radius 7 centimeter. Radius 7 centimeter, I have drawn a circle. Okay, oh sorry, diameter 7 centimeter, not radius. With the help of diameter I have drawn, but after that I draw the what, I have added the two diameters. After that I got what, 7 centimeter. That means it is a circle of diameter 7 centimeter. Okay, now what to say, draw another diameter perpendicular to the first diameter. That means this is the first diameter, I have to draw another diameter which is perpendicular to the first diameter. So this diameter is perpendicular to the first diameter. Okay, what figure is formed by joining the ends of these diameters? Now we have to join the ends of this diameter. Let us join. Okay, Suppose I have joined. Okay, so from the figure we can see that that is a square, because you see we know that the diagonals of a square are equal. So here you see that the diameter of this circle will be the diagonal of the what? Square. So we know that the diagonals of a square are same, and here you see the diameter of the circle is 7 centimeters. So obviously this one will be also what? 7 centimeter. So we can say that the diagonals of the square are equal and they are perpendicular. And in the question also it is said that we have to draw the diameters perpendicularly. Since the diameters are perpendicular, we can say that the diagonals of the square are what? Perpendicular. So if the diagonals of the square are perpendicular and they makes 90 degree, so and they are equals and the diagonals are equal, so obviously we can say that it's a square. Okay, these are the properties of a square. So first you write the steps of construction. Okay, so write number 6, steps of construction. Okay, number 1, steps of construction. So write steps of construction. What figure is formed by joining the ends of this diameter? That is square. So write construction, or to say take a radius, of the circle, take radius of the circle as 3.5. okay, 3.5 centimeter. Take radius of the circle as 3.5 centimeter. Okay, why 3.5 centimeter? As I said earlier. Okay, number 2, you can write take radius equals to 3.5 centimeter so as to get the diameter, of the circle as 7 centimeter. Okay, so as to get the diameter of the circle 7 centimeter, because we have to draw a circle with diameter 7 centimeter. So for that reason you have to take radius 3.5 centimeter as I shown you earlier. So for that reason you write take radius of the circle as 3.5 centimeter so as to get the diameter of the circle 7 centimeter. Okay, full stop. Now you see step 2. Now before this one you make it step 2. Okay, you make it step 2. First you write step 1 like this. Take a point O as the center of the circle. Okay, first we have to take the center of the circle. Okay, take a point O as the center of the circle. Okay, now take a radius of the circle as 3.5 centimeter so as to get the diameter of the circle as 7 centimeter. Okay, number 3. Okay, place the compass at O and draw a place the compass at O and and turn the pencil anti-clockwise. You can turn the pencil clockwise also, as usual. You can draw anti-clockwise, clockwise also. Whatever you feel good, you do like this. Okay. Place the compass at O and turn the pencil anti-clockwise to draw a circle. Okay. So you put the compass here and take radius 3.5 and draw a circle. And turn the pencil anti-clockwise. So place the compass at O and you write another one thing here, taking the radius and take the radius 3.5 centimeter. Okay, and take the radius. You can add there. Earlier also I have written, you can add there also, no problem. If you don't give also, no problem. Place the compass at O and take the radius 3.5 centimeter and turn the pencil anti-clockwise to draw a circle. Okay, to draw a circle. Number 4. Now join the two radius to get the diameter equals to 7 centimeter. Okay. Now write step number 5. Step number 5. Now again draw another diameter. Again draw another diameter which is perpendicular to the first diameter. Okay. Now write number 6. Now join the ends of the diameters. Okay. Now join the ends of the diameter. Okay. Now you have to write the shape of this. Now we have to write the name of the figure. Number 7. So we got a square. Okay. That means what? What figure is formed by joining the ends of this diameter? Okay. So after joining the ends of the diameter, we got a square. So we got a square because you see, as I said earlier, both the diagonals are same, because both the diagonals are 7 centimeter, and they are perpendicular to each other. So for that reason, we say that. So you can write here. No, you don't write, because what figure is formed by joining the ends of the diameter? That means just we have to name the figure, no need of writing the reason. Okay. If you can write also, no problem, but no need of writing. You stop here. Okay. So this is the end of this exercise 14b. Okay, so today up to this, and if you find any problems regarding the construction and what to say making the figures or diagrams at the time of drawing, if you find any problems, then you can call me. Obviously I will help you. You call me at the described time. Okay, I will help you. Thank you very much.